As we continue to upgrade the studio, let's give the McKinley a little help too. Today we're going to take a look at the RM Italy KL203P. This is very similar to the other linear amplifier that we took a look at not too long ago, except for the 203P has a preamp in it. That's what the P stands for. Here's our instructions. There's some useful information there, but let's take a look at the amp first. Straight out of the box, again, we've got some very nice sturdy construction. You can take a look at the front here with the 3 switches, as opposed to the 2 switches on the regular 203. Very nice solid heat sink all the way around. See the hookups here on the back and the wire for power, the transmit input and the antenna output there, and of course your warnings on the bottom of the amplifier itself. Flip it back over and you can see it's got a red indicator for the linear amp and a green indicator for when the preamp is on. I got this from the United Kingdom, shipped to the Midwest of the United States of America, and believe it or not, it took me about 5 days to get it. So I will leave a link below if I can get a proper link to the individual's website who sold me this device. So let's take a look at how we're going to power this thing. We have your very basic AC/DC power supply here. It's a computer power supply, actually. Costs about $20. I'll leave a link to this below as well. Very solid construction here. It did get a little beat up in transport, but it is what it is. Take a look. All the way around, there's your specs. So it's got plenty of output power. There's all your hookups, and it even has the 110 or 220 volt switch on the side, so it can use either one. And across the front is where, again, all your hookups are. You got this little plastic plate that flips down. You've got your hot, your neutral, your ground down on this end. Got your negative voltage and your positive voltage. 3 of each. And you've got a voltage output adjustment knob right there. Very cool. So again, got a little damaged in transport. I'm not worried about that. For 20 bucks, you can't beat a power supply like this. It's got a fan on the inside of it in case it gets too hot. Very solid. I like it. Let's get it hooked up. This thing did not come with a power cord, so this is just a power cord that I found, and I have no idea what I cut this thing off of. Here's the specs on the power cord in case you want to take a look at those and read those and maybe find yourself something similar. Again, I have no idea what I cut this thing off of. So here's your basic wiring schematics, black, white, ground. Again, we've got our 3 positive out, 3 negative out, voltage adjuster there. Only thing left is to get it adjusted and hooked up. Out of the box, you can see the voltage that I have. Just slip the screwdriver in here, slowly adjust it. This thing allows for some serious fine tuning. I am barely moving this, and you can see how much the meter is moving there and how well it's adjusting. So you could dial this into pretty much any voltage you would want that this thing is able to put out. This particular amp will take anything between 12 and 14. So I think I'm going to set it at about a 13, maybe a 13.5, maybe back it down a little bit. Actually, I'm going to set it right there. 13, just about even. I'll back it down if I have to. We'll go from here. So here's my setup for the amp and the power. You can see how I ran those just right next to each other. Straight to the amp. And then the amp is hooked up to the radio or other testing device of your choice. And that's the setup. Let's see what this thing sounds like.
Yeah, you're correct. That is on the eastern side of Pennsylvania, there close to Harrisburg.
So that was an easy skip contact there, about roughly 500 miles from where I'm at. Not too bad. I'll take it. My power supply seems to be working. This other amp appears to be working quite well. And that's all there is to it. So definitely worth the money, since you can pick these amps up for about right around $100 US. Pretty cool. It all depends on where you find them and if you can find them. Hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, hey, consider one of those things that just popped up in the lower left-hand corner, and maybe, just maybe, I'll see you on the next video. If you enjoy videos about the randomness of our amazing world, consider clicking on the globe to subscribe, or maybe checking out one of the other videos right here.